Welcome back to the shop here at Basin Motorsports. I'm Canaan. Today let's talk about the economics of doing your own upholstery panels or farming it out to someone like CNC Panels Direct to make some beautiful custom upholstered panels. Now a lot of times when you're getting into projects, you're going to have the do I farm it out or do I send it out cost versus doing it in-house. So I thought I would take the time to put down the economics of should I do it myself or should I send it out to somebody else to make some panels, whether it's a headliner, seat, or anything else. So how I started this project is CNC Panels Direct sent me a panel. Now this is one of their standard panels they made, and I just thought, well, what happens if I want like this panel, but I thought I'd want to recreate it myself. Is it cost effective or should I just buy it from them? So how I started this process is I took their panel itself and I used some of my plastic carpet guard and I put it over the top. What I did from there is I traced out a line, took the plastic off, put it on some poster board, and made myself a nice template. Now, as you can see, this is a pretty big panel, so that is going to be a lot of template work to put it on a new piece of vinyl in the same size. Now, I can tell you what, I didn't get very far because I am really not that good at it. So I did make the template size. This is a 24 by 36 panel. Does have sew foam on the back. And after about an hour, just making the panel and start tracing this out, you can see how far I got. Now this is probably 3 different panels or 3 different template moves there. And what I was finding is that I really could not keep this as straight as I wanted to. A CNC panel is a heck of a lot straighter than me trying it by myself. And I can tell you, trying to do this template all the way down to make it match so it's clean and crisp, well, 1, I don't know if I could do it, and 2, I would probably have hours into this template. Then I have to go sew it, which is going to make me kind of crazy doing it that way. So what happens if I do it this way? Let's say I only charge myself $10 an hour. I may have over $100 into all of this by doing it. And unrealistic, $10 an hour. Most shops are probably $100 an hour, if not more. So if you think about it, probably making this panel itself, whether I do it by myself, and you can always do fun diamonds or something else. Something that is not straight, something that's going to take a little bit of time to do. You may find this is going to be a $500 job or something crazy because it takes so much time. So maybe it's time to look into buying a panel or 2, depending on what the project is. A panel like this from CNC Panels Direct, this is again a 24 by 36. This standard panel is $135 as long as you use the material that they offer. Now they do have quite a bit available on the website. I'll show you right here as I scroll through. They offer hundreds of different materials and hundreds of different colors of thread. Now you see as it scrolls down here, there are a lot of patterns available, and that just doesn't go for these big panels. They do have smaller panels that they can do that. So if you're doing motorcycle seating or something small, they do have options available there. Now again, if you send in your own material, they're going to do $115 per panel, which is basically the labor of doing all the sewing. You have to send in at least a yard of material so they have something to test on before they do your exact panels. But really, I think that's a great deal of doing it that way. Now, if you're not interested in the basic stuff, it's just a little bit more money to do an upgraded version, which is something they don't stock, but they can get. Or if you want to go to like a synthetic leather. And then beyond that, they have what they call their exotics, which is like a suede, typically like Alcantara, or a true cowhide leather. Now, as much as they have, as you scroll through here, they have a ton of designs. But what if you want something that they don't offer? Let's say you want to do some Batman stuff. Well, what they can do there is they can do a custom design for you. Again, that right now I listed as a $135 setup fee. And again, that just goes for the one-time fee. You can then put it into multiple panels like seats, a headliner, etc. Go wild with it. They like the challenge of setting up new stuff because it only makes everything better. So I'll say after doing all this, I definitely learned my lesson that making custom templates is probably not for me. It's probably just cheaper to send it over to the pros at CNC Panels Direct, give them an idea of what they want to do, and they can make everything quick. Now, they will turn everything around in roughly 72 hours. Now, if you have some kind of a challenge to do some brand new things and maybe an extended time, but it's usually 72 hours from receipt of the material. I think that's a pretty good deal as long as you can kind of spec it out in front. you're going to burn an all-nighter to do this because you have a deadline to meet, well, that may not be the best choice. But I'll tell you, buying a panel is probably going to be a heck of a lot easier and cheaper than doing it all yourself. Now, if you have any questions, I've got links down in the description over to CNC Panels Direct on their website. Of course, they're on Instagram and Facebook, on all the other socials. You can check them out there too. Follow them, see what the new patterns are doing and what they're working on. If you have any questions of me or anything else or comments, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.